We have a beautiful day here in Hudson. First quiet day, kind of. Had to go up to the airport, pick up Rosamond and Sabrina, and I'm so sick of driving the 3 Series with seized up steering, I actually used this. Took the turnpike through one lane at 50 the whole way. There's that 911 again. Been seeing that a couple times recently. It's 2:40 or something. My neighbor's out of town out of town, he's a pilot. He's out of town flying. So I actually went over and for her request, the wife's request, did their lawn today. I've only done that lawn one other time before, and it's when the previous owners were foreclosed and the house sat empty for a number of months, and it got really high, so I went over and did it just for free. But this time at least I will get paid. With all this highway driving, the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix and airport transfers and all that, we're actually doing fairly well. 18.3, I would consider that to be a very combined rating. Certainly heavier on the highway. I usually average about 14 when it's just city, which this is our city driving, 22 miles an hour. And I've got 63.6 miles since I filled up, and you can see what a small amount of fuel that has consumed. At that metric, I would be at about 400 miles on a tank, which is what I can get highway. At 65 to 75 in 6th cruising on fairly flat land, I can get 400 out of a tank. Otherwise, it's about 220 city. It's Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday. We're rocking with that today. It's 4:07. Already mowed next door. I can't do any now until right before the upcoming trip, which is July 24th. We're headed back on some flights and out to somewhere super warm, and it's going to be fun. It's kind of a longer trip, so I've got to make sure I get all of the lawns done right before I go, so when I get back they're not too terrible. However, it's going to be problematic. So I leave the 24th. I really would like to mow the 22nd and the 23rd. And if I take a look at what is coming, it's beautiful right now. Tomorrow looks lovely. Oh no, look at that. Saturday and Sunday is straight rain, 8 a.m. to 11 p.m., 90% chance according to Dark Sky. So that means all of them are going to have to be done around the storms that are coming in on Monday. So that's 4 lawns in one day while dodging storms. The good news is none of them are going to be super high, although they're going to be wet. So this is about to get really miserable. Hey, good morning. Kind of a shorter vlog today. Today was a catch-up day. Everybody's gone. Rosamond and Sabrina are back, so it's starting to feel a little bit more normal. It's about 1 a.m. I picked them up from the airport. I came back here. I hit the bank. I hit the gas station. I stopped at Acme and picked up at the grocery store and picked up a couple things. Then I came back and I did a whole bunch of work. Just online stuff that I did out in the sunroom and relaxed a little bit. Then I moved downstairs and vacuumed and cleaned the furniture and cleaned out the fridge and just all the stuff that doesn't get done when people are here and hanging out and using it. And I got all that sorted and cleaned up, and it got pretty messy down there. So that's all nice and clean. Roz and Sabrina came over tonight. It has been like 2 weeks since we've hung out, so that was great to catch up and see their pictures from Florida. It looks like they had a great trip. Show them what happened at the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix and that weekend, this past weekend. They just left. I'm going to get through the rest of tonight's mail and then get to bed. Tomorrow I'm expecting delivery of the steering U-joints. Depending on what time that delivers, I might get to a DIY tomorrow, get to do the DIY tomorrow. I might not have time until Friday. Actually, Friday the car's going to be in the shop for parking brake cables, but we'll figure that out and get to it as soon as we can. With that, I'm going to wrap up tonight, get to bed, talk on Thursday. Good night.